The flock cameras that read license plates in Denver will remain in the city into next year. Today, Denver Mayor Mike Johnston announced a 5-month contract extension with the company.
Now, the city is also prohibiting, though, Flock from sharing the information it collects with the federal government, with hefty penalties if it does.
Chief investigative reporter Tony Kovaleski is following the latest news for us tonight. And Tony, you spoke with the mayor. You also heard from disappointed city council members and the ACLU. What are all of their concerns?
Yeah, good evening, Jessica and Shannon. Lots of passion here for sure. Let's be upfront. Two passionate sides both have researched their positions, and although the goal is compromise, today made things quite clear. Compromise is unlikely.
I think this is a real compromise.
Denver's mayor calls it a compromise, but not everyone agrees. In the hours after the announcement, the opposition to the city's network of cameras reading license plates went on the offensive, including the ACLU. The mayor sees this as a compromise. Do you agree?
I don't know that you can reach a compromise without conversation of both sides.
I think the great majority of Denverites want a system that is usable and that also protects their privacy, and I think this compromise does both.
The controversy over the past several months has centered on these cameras. They're called license plate readers, and they are located at more than 110 spots throughout the city, capturing more than 2 million license plates every month. A tool that has helped catch bad guys and cut down on car thefts. Members of Denver's council and the ACLU say it's a violation of constitutional rights and an unnecessary invasion of privacy.
When negotiations happen behind closed doors and a group that was brought together to have these conversations in a meaningful and authentic way is left out, I don't know that you have reached the goal.
The program Mayor Johnston announced today stresses the role license plate readers have had in helping police officers cut down on crime. Specifically, the mayor announced new protections to limit access to the data collected by the cameras.
No federal agency can access it, no federal employee can, no one outside of Denver can. So what you're talking about is Denver police officers using it for Denver police crime enforcement. I think this is exactly what the folks I've talked to who had concerns asked us to do. Shut it off outside of Colorado, shut it off outside of Denver, shut it off to federal agencies, and make sure there are financial penalties.
In a written statement, council member Sarah Parody said she was stunned by the mayor's announcement, accused him of negotiating secretly, and said the camera surveillance system is incredibly dangerous.
It's not dangerous for Denver, that's false. And there's no evidence or proof that it's ever been dangerous for Denver. For folks who ideologically are never going to believe in any use of a camera system in the country, we won't find common ground on that idea. For folks that want a responsible system that protects people's privacy, we will find a compromise, and I think this is the first step of that.
You should also know that new contract limits access to the data and has penalties in place for law enforcement and the company managing the data if and when that data is misused. Specifically, Flock, the company responsible for those cameras and the data, if they share any of those license plate images, it will have to pay a $100,000 penalty for each instance. And here's something important that the mayor shared with me. A gentleman responsible for killing a Denver resident in a hit and run today was captured because of those Flock cameras. So he strongly believes that the cameras are making a difference in making the city safer.
All right. Tony Kovaleski tonight. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you, Tony. And if you have a story you think Tony should look into, you can scan the QR code on your screen. You can also send him an email directly at tony.kovaleski@denver7.com.